Now, the greatest gift you can give your children, your wife, heck, your whole family. I'm using little Timmy as an example. Little Timmy is a great baseball player. Now, he finally made it on first base. He's making outs. He's throwing people out. He hit his first grand slam, and he looks in his stands, and his dad is not there. His team wins and wins and wins, and he goes to the championship, and they win that. Pizza parties and parades and confetti and pow and all those things, right? But little Timmy's, big Timmy's is not around. He's nowhere to be found. After those festivities, Big Timmy comes home and gives little Timmy a bat signed by his favorite baseball player. And little Timmy's grateful, but what do you think Timmy would have wanted more than that signed baseball bat? Another example. Your wife, let's say your wife is pregnant and the baby's coming. The water's breaking and all that stuff, and she's in 8 hours labor. But during that time, you are at 8 hours at work, putting the work in. You putting the work in, putting overtime in, all that. At the hospital, meanwhile, your wife is pushing and having epidurals and things like that. So the baby comes out healthy. Baby girl comes out, some other dude has to cut the umbilical cord, all that. You come in all for a hard day's work. You come into the hospital with flowers and balloons. The wife is appreciative, but what do you think that she will want more? Your presence is more important than your presents or your gifts. Your presence, as in gifts, trinkets, toys, flowers, candies, all those things, makes no difference in the life of your wife and your children if you are not present there with them. If you are not present, your wife's security. Yeah, you got guns, you got muscles, you got all that stuff. But if you're not there with her emotionally, securing her, the ear to listen, you're not present in the home, you're not there, it makes no difference that at the end of the night, you bring home flowers. At the end of the night, you bring home candy. At the end of the night, you give her a teddy bear of her favorite Winnie the Pooh or Tinkerbell, whatever she likes to do. That makes no difference, never mind. The same thing with your children. Your presence is more important than Christmas presents. Your kids want you to be home. They rather have you at the house than 1,000 Christmas presents. I remember a story one time. I was going to work and my son was like, "Dad, where you going?" "Well, I have to go to work." And I went to work and my wife explained that he was sad, and he asked my wife, "Hey, why does Daddy have to go to work?" And she was like, he has to go to work so you can eat. And he was like, "Man, I could stop eating. I could stop eating so he could be home." Like, that's how important your presence is in the house. And I know this for sure because I remember waiting for my dad to come pick me up and not going outside and playing, looking out the window, and him never showing up. Man, I grew up with my aunt and my uncle. My mom died when I was 5, and my dad was never around. And I remember wishing that he would come for a birthday party. I remember him wishing that he will show up for Christmas. I remember him wishing that he will show up on a time that he said he was going to show up to come pick me up for the weekend. I remember those times, and I know for a fact that I would rather have him present in my life than that one Galaga, telling my age again, that one Galaga gift that he gave me when I was young. Not your toys, not your gifts, not the trinkets. You being an active member of your family is more important and has more impact on your family than the gifts and the things that you buy with your money. Yes, hustle. Yes, work hard. Yes, do overtime. Yes, do all that, right? Those things are important. But it's more important for you to be there for your children, to be there for your wife. It's more important to be present than to give them gifts and presents. And that's how your kids are. That's how your wife is. She rather have you can get her nails did, you can get her hair done, you can get all those things done. But if you're not present, actively listening to her problems, giving her emotional security, all those things, man, she rather have that. Your wife rather eat ramen noodles with emotional security and knowing that you're present and you're doing your best than all the money in the world, and she has to worry about you and worry where you are. I guarantee it. I want you to think about that, man. As you are grinding and you're working for your family, which is amazing things, work to be present, not to give presents.